Reality show people for a long time. Now we're seeing a whole new side of Courtney Stodden and Heidi Montag, their lives as daughters. Heidi and Spencer we've known for a long time, and they remain married, living happily in Santa Barbara. We'll get to the thing with her mom in a second. Courtney, the controversy surrounding you and your husband, you married him when you were how old?
I was 16.
You were 16. How old is he?
He was 50, and my mom signed off on the marriage.
Okay. And were you known for anything besides this kind of May-December romance?
I was not. I mean, literally overnight when I married him, it shot into the press, and they had a field day with it.
And did you dislike that or like that? Because I think the sense is that you've always courted that stuff.
Yeah, but I think for a 16-year-old girl, you know, you can only know so much at that point in time. So, I mean, I enjoyed it from, I guess, an immature level of not really knowing what I was getting into.
Do you think your parents were looking out for you? Should they have signed off on that?
My mom signed off on the marriage, and Dr. Debbie, you know, in this mother-daughter experiment show, she really kind of helped me understand how a mom could sign off on a 16-year-old marrying a 50-year-old. I think there are other aspects at play with that, because she knew how much I, you know, wanted to come to Hollywood, and I think she also had some ambitions of her own as well.
All right, we're going to look at a clip that kind of involves that. Watch this.
Is that why you had a fault with your mom kind of over this?
Well, she signed off on the marriage.
She had to, right, legally?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think, you know, that does play a huge role in our fractured relationship now, because now she's claiming she regrets it, but I'm not buying it at all. I kind of feel like she might have been using that situation for her own gain, you know, to manage my career and then begin to be seen as the momager.
All right, I've heard of you, certainly, and I've heard of your husband. I've never heard of your mother.
Right.
So her desires to be in the press, is that?
Yeah, you know, my mom, she has always really wanted to be a momager, like Kris Jenner. She was like, you know, the next Kris Jenner. And I, you know, thought I made it clear from the beginning with her. I said, you know, I know you want to manage your daughter. I said, you know, moms have their best interests with their daughter, and I really would love for you to. I said, but I don't want this ever to come off as like a Kris Jenner wannabe, you know, a momager, a stage mom. And I think somewhere down the line that had a huge impact on the falling out with her, because I felt kind of like she was using the situation a little bit, because sometimes I'd see, you know, she'd sell interviews and they weren't very nice, or, you know, she'd kind of sneak on the red carpet, and, you know, just little things like that were really telling for me.
And now, Heidi, I was told you and your mother have been estranged for some time.
We were, and then for the past 5 years, we've been working on our
What facilitated that estrangement?
Honestly, what we realized is it kind of started from childhood, and I think that I just felt emotionally responsible for my mom, and so at a point, without the fame or without the TV, I think it was inevitable for us to have such a harsh break, because I kind of needed to grow and mature and become my own person, and I think with everything added on top, it was just kind of a recipe for disaster.
All right, you're a couple of years older than Courtney, and you've had more experience in this whole kind of reality world. I'm worried for Courtney, because I think at 21, this is kind of crazy. What do you think?
I think Courtney is very smart and very nice, and I think that she's been through a lot at a young age, so we're kind of at a similar place, because even though she's a lot younger than I am, she was thrusted into it at a lot younger and put in a very hard place with her mom and her family. So I feel like Courtney does have a great shoulder on her head. I think that she knows what she wants. She's really evaluated herself, and I think that she has a great future.
And I know why you're saying that, you know, because I am so young, and it is a lot for one little girl to handle. I mean, it is, and you know that, and you've experienced it as well. But I mean, I'm a kind girl. I, you know, try to do the best that I can, and, you know, this isn't easy for me. It was really an emotional experience for me, and it still is, and it's ongoing.
You and Spencer have been married for how long?
7 years, and we've been together 9.
Okay, and you and your husband have been together for how long?
We're celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary in May.
All right, do you think there's a long-term future for the two of you?
You know, I think 5 years speaks in Hollywood. I feel like it's like 50 years in Hollywood, so I think that speaks, and I think the longevity of situations speak as well.
And Courtney actually took time to herself as well. And
We did go through a brief separation when I was 18 because I felt like I missed out on some youth, obviously. And so that played a huge role in, the separation with my husband and I. But, I got it out of my system, and I finally made the choice. I'm like, you know what? I really love this man. He's a good man. And I saw that.
The mother-daughter experiment. Lifetime has done this before. This is the celebrity edition. Starts Tuesday nights on Lifetime, and you can look for that. Ladies, thanks for coming.
thank you so much for having us.
You bet.